Hi, welcome to the ICT application lesson 7. Today, you are going to learn about Microsoft Windows operating system. These are the color codings of the lecture. In the red color, it is indicating very important points. Blue color also need to be highlighted but not as important. Green is used for terminology or terms. Purple is for an off-topic, but it is also necessary. Outline of the lectures. Learning outcomes, motivation, introduction, overview of Microsoft Windows, Windows Edition, installation and activation of Microsoft Windows, managing user accounts. After completing this lesson, you will be able to identify different versions of Microsoft Windows operating systems, such as Windows XP, Vista, Windows 7, and Windows 10, as well as practice installation steps of Windows 10. Also, you will be able to understand an overview of Microsoft Windows, Windows editions, installation and activation of Microsoft Windows, managing user accounts. Motivation. Why we need Windows operating system? Windows operating system supports all hardwares nowadays. As Windows OS is used by most of users, so most of the hardware vendors make drivers for Windows. Another one of thing is ease of use. All versions of Microsoft Windows have something common in it, which make users easy to shift from one version to another. As an example, Windows 7 users have no difficulty in migrating to Windows 10 because most of the features of Windows 10 are same as Windows 7. The user interface of Windows is also easy to use than Unix or Mac operating system. Not only most of us have used Windows, all of we have dealing with Microsoft Office Suite, Excel and PowerPoint also. Nowadays, most PCs and laptops are bundled with Windows operating system, as well as all the computers at schools, university and workplace, they use the Microsoft Windows operating system. These are the statistics of operating systems used in the world in 2018. Here you can see the Windows operating system has 81% of users and the Mac OS has 13%. And there are unknown operating system have 2% and the Linux 1% and Chrome OS is 0.98. In the latter part, you can see the breakdown of Windows operating system. Here 81.73 used in Windows. From that, 48% used in Windows 10 and 40% use Windows 7 and 7.93 use Windows 8.1 and Windows XP use 3.18 and Windows 8 2.05, Windows Vista 0.61 and Windows NT 0.31. There are several graphical and non-graphical operating systems are available. Nowadays, Microsoft Windows is a group of several graphical operating system families. They are Windows NT and Windows Embedded. When you come to the Windows NT, it is a proprietary graphical operating system produced by Microsoft. The first version of which was released in July 27, 1993. It is a processor-independent, multiprocessing and multi-user operating system used in Microsoft General Purpose Operating System product line for all the PCs. Next one is Windows Embedded. This is used in embedded system, which is designed for portable devices like used in retail manufacturing and delivery companies, such as machines like point of sales, which mean POS terminals, automated teller machines, which mean ATMs, as well as self-service checkouts. Let's talk about user experience in Windows 10. First one is Start button and Start menu. In Windows 8, Start button and Start menu has been completely removed, but it has been returned in Windows 10. Windows 10 Start menu is a combination of Windows 7 and Windows 8. You know, Windows 8 has live tiles. So, in Windows 10, Start menu blend element of its Windows 7 predecessor with Windows 8 live tiles. Next user experience is tablet mode in Windows 10. In the tablet mode, makes Windows easier to use with touch on devices, as well as if you do not want to use keyboard and mouse, then you may use this tablet mode. To turn on this tablet mode, you can select the action center on the taskbar and select tablet mode. There are 2-in-1 portable computers are available now. They support this feature both tablet and laptop mode. Next one is Cortana. Cortana is new digital virtual assistant in Windows 10. It integrates search on both your computer and the internet with the ability to quickly ask questions and issue commands. Cortana is also available with Microsoft systems and devices like Windows phones and Xbox, among others. Next one is Taskbar. On the right side, you can find the taskbar features and the notification area which inform the user about the internet connection, laptop charging status, date and time, plug devices, etc. In the below image of the taskbar, the icons in the middle of the taskbar are pinned application, which make easy to use to find the applications which are used frequently. The next one is Task View. To navigate within the already open windows quickly, you can use the Task View. To access the Task View, you can use these simple 3 methods. First one is the user has to click the Task View button from the taskbar as appear in this picture. Second one is by press and holding the Windows key and then pressing the tab. Third one is by pressing the Alt and Tab key as a shortcut. Next one is Microsoft Edge. The Microsoft Edge replaced the Internet Explorer as the default web browser on all the devices. It is designed as lightweight web browser with layout engine. There were several reasons that Windows switched to Microsoft Edge, which are you can work efficiently with vertical tabs. Next one is it saves the time with smart copy, as well as you can take back control with tracking prevention. The password monitor can show you the password that have been compromised on the dark web. Next one is maintain truly private browsing and search with enhancement to in private mode. Next one is immersive reader enables everyone to learn and benefit from the web. The last one is Microsoft Edge delivers the best immersive viewing and experience in 4K and Dolby Audio. Let's talk about system security. System security uses multi-factor authentication technology based on standard developed by the FIDO Alliance. In multi-factor authentication, a user is granted access only after successfully presenting 2 or more pieces of evidence. It supports for biometric authentication through the Windows Hello platform, which are login with iris or face recognition, fingerprint recognition, or palm vein scanning. Next one is Windows Defender. It is another security platform in Windows 10. This is a malware and antivirus protection included in the operating system. Windows Defender allows you to scan the computer for malicious software while checking each and every files and program that you open. To configure Windows Defender, you need to go to the settings, then select Update and Security. Next one is Windows Firewall. Windows Firewalls helps you to prevent your computer from unauthorized access which come from the outside of your computer, especially via the internet. Firewall comes turned on by default to keep your computer and your network protected. If you want to change your firewall and customize your firewall, you can go to the control panel, then select Windows Firewall. Next one is Windows 10 editions. There are several editions available in Windows 10. First one is Baseline editions. The Baseline editions are available as a standalone purchase in retail outlets. There are two versions available, Home and Pro. Home used in PCs, tablets, and 2-in-1 PCs. The Pro has additional features oriented towards the business environment and experienced users, suitable for small businesses. Next one is Organizational Edition. In the Organizational Editions, it adds features to facilitate centralized control of many installations of the operating system within an organization. So here you have the central one, and from the central location you can install the other operating systems. There are several versions available in this Organizational Editions. First one is Enterprise Edition. This Enterprise Edition provides all the features of Windows Pro Edition with additional features to assist with the IT-based organizational. Example, direct access, suitable for medium to large businesses. Next version is Education version. So this is for the academic purpose, distributed through the academic volume license. Next Organizational Edition is Pro Education. So Pro Education built on the commercial versions of Windows 10 Pro and provide important management controls needed in schools. And the next one is Enterprise Edition. In the Enterprise Edition is a long-term support of Windows 10. Usually Enterprise Edition released in every 2 to 3 years. Next one is Mobile Enterprise. Provides all the features in Windows 10 Mobile with additional features to assist with IT-based organizations. Next one is Windows 10 IoT Core. As we discussed, the above-mentioned Enterprise Editions specially used in ATMs, retail points of sales, handheld terminals, and industrial robotics. Same as the other edition, IoT Windows Edition also available for small footprint low-cost devices like gateways. Windows IoT also called as Internet of Things. Next is Activity 1. Search Internet and find about the following device-specific editions: Windows Mobile and S-Mod. Let's talk about installation options of Windows 10. There is one installation option is In-Place Upgrade. For larger deployment, you can automate this process on devices running on Windows 7 or 8.1 using the Microsoft Deployment Toolkit System Center Configuration Manager. And there is another one called Clean Install. You need to boot from installation media. Okay, let's learn how to perform a clean install of Windows 10 on a PC. In this video tutorial, I am going to show how to complete install Windows 10 on your PC or laptop. After installing Windows 10, it will automatically install most of drivers like chipset, sound, video, internet LAN, and wireless drivers. But if you are doing this on a laptop, before installing, it is recommended to download all your drivers manually from your laptop manufacturer's website. As well as, you have to have a USB pen drive with you, at least 4 GB capacity. but I recommended to use at least 8 GB capacity pen drive when you are installing Windows 10. First of all, you have to download the Windows 10 from the Microsoft website. How you can download the Windows 10? So you can open your browser, whatever the browser you have, and inside the browser you can type download Windows 10. And here you can see the Microsoft website and click the download. And here you can find the Windows 10 installation media. So you have to download this tool. Here I click the download, and you can put it to wherever the location you like. Here I save it in my desktop and start download. After download the media creation tool, you can open it by double click. And here you have to wait for a moment until this one is complete. Here you have to accept this license agreement. Then you have to select the second option. Create installation media USB flash drive, DVD or ISO file recommended for the another PC, and press next. And here if you want, you can change the language edited and architecture. This language edition and architecture, you can uncheck this one, and if you want you can select the language and whatever the edition. Here only Windows 10 is available, and architecture is whether 32 or 64-bit. After that you have to press next button, or select USB flash drive and press next. Make sure that you have already inserted your USB drive to your PC. Here it is mentioned as E drive in my PC. And after that, press next. And here you can find now the Windows 10 is downloading to your PC, and after that it will be created the bootable drive on your USB device. After completion of this process, remove the USB pen and you have to insert it to the PC or laptop you want to install Windows 10. Turn on the PC or laptop you want to install Windows 10. During the startup, keep pressing the boot menu key to access the boot menu. This boot menu button may differ from manufacturer to manufacturer of your laptop. Here I displayed some boot menu keys of different laptop manufacturers. Don't worry, if you don't know what is the boot menu button of your device, you can simply Google your device model and find the boot menu button. In my case, it is F12. In the boot menu, you can choose which boot mode to use. For an example, my boot device is Kingston. In here, there are two Kingston USB boot modes are available: UEFI mode and Legacy mode. UEFI Kingston Data Traveler is the UEFI mode. Just Kingston Data Traveler is Legacy boot mode. If you have newer PC, use UEFI boot mode. Since my laptop is a newer one, I select UEFI boot mode. Now you can see your laptop is booting up using the pen drive you created. Here you can select the language you want to install. If you have, here only the United States available, and the time and currency format. If you want, you can change this one from here, and the keyboard layout. Here I put these things as it is and press next. And here you can see the install now button. You have to press the install now. Now you can see the setup is starting. Here, if you have your Windows license key, you can enter here, or otherwise you can select I don't have a product key. Here I select I don't have a product key. And here you have to select the version of Windows you want to install. Assume that you have the Windows Home license, then select the Windows Home. If you have the Windows Education license, select the Windows Education. If you have the Windows 10 Pro license, you can select the Windows 10 Pro. Here I select the Windows 10 Pro and press next. Here you have to accept the license terms and press next. And here you have to select custom install Windows only the advanced mode. Select this one, and here you can see your hard drive available. Here my one has a 512 hard drive. Now its capacity is mentioned as 483.6. And here you have to select new to create a partition to install Windows. When you press the new, here you have to set up the megabytes of the hard drive you want to be created. If you want, you can create the entire hard drive for the Windows installation, or otherwise you can create the partition. Here I use the entire drive for my Windows installation, therefore I press apply. And here you have to select OK. This will take several times to create the partitions. Okay, now you can see there are two partitions created. First one is system reserved. The second one is the partition you can install your Windows. So select this one and press next. Now you can see your Windows installation has been started up. This will take several times to install the Windows. During this process, your laptop may be restarted several times. Now you can see it is asked to restart your PC. Now you have to select your region. Here currently United States is selected. So here we can select our country, Sri Lanka. Here you can see Sri Lanka is available. You can select and press yes. Here now it's asked to select your keyboard layout. Here I select the US as it is and press yes. Now it's asked for the secondary keyboard layout. I do not need any secondary keyboard layout, therefore I select skip. Here you have to select this device is for personal use or for an organization. Here I am using this one for my personal use, therefore I select this one for my personal use and press next. Here you can set up your online Microsoft account to this PC. If you have online Microsoft account, you can type your email address here and press next button. Or otherwise, you can create a new Microsoft account from here. For this moment, I am not going to use online Microsoft account. Instead, I am using my local account. If you want to use a local account, you can press offline account. Here it is again asked to sign in to enjoy the full range of Microsoft apps and services. If you press next, it asks for sign in for your Microsoft account. Currently, I am not going to sign in for Microsoft account. Therefore, I select limited experience. Here you have to set up your local account. Here you have to type your name. Here I type my name and press next. Now it asks for the password. Okay, select a password you can remember and press next. And again it asks for the confirm the password. Type the password again and press next. Now it's asked for security questions for your account. In case if you forget your password, you have to answer for these security questions. Therefore, here you can select whatever the questions available and you can type answer. Here I select my pet name and type your answer. and press next. After that second question, select a question from here and type answer. Again, third question, you have to select whatever the one. And press next. Now the Microsoft asks for your activity history. You can send your activity history to Microsoft, which include your website and your browse history and whatever the apps and services you are using. If you like to send your activity history, you can press yes or otherwise press no. Here I select press no. Here you have to select your privacy settings for this device. And here there are several privacy settings available. If you want, you can tick them, or otherwise you can untick. After that, press accept. Now the Windows installation is almost complete, but sometimes your device drivers may not install yet. If so, connect your device to the internet, then the most of drivers will be automatically installed. If not, you have to manually visit the manufacturer's website and download the device drivers and install them. After completion of drivers installation, you can install other softwares and apps like antivirus softwares, Microsoft Office packages like Word and Excel, and media players, etc. Okay, this is the end of the Windows installation tutorial. Thank you.